matchup, but we'll see what he's got in him. Furia CT side start as well here in overpass. And Yuri immediately looking to assert some dominance, fighting out towards the top mid area. No kills coming in for him, but a little bit of damage. And as quick as the round started, it will be the drop back coming in from Safe and Yuri, just giving that control back. Safe is going to hang around and hope that the T comes around the corner, and eventually that peak will come his way. Although with all the opportunities, none of them being taken by Furia. Still, we sit at the 5v5 until that point. Yuri's repositioned towards the bathroom, reap success onto the 17-year-old of NQZ, who is out of there. And the advantage now sides with the Panther.
It looks good for it to continue. Art is a CZ up close. That's going to pay off for the first. Early info gathered, but he's out of ammo. So 9Z finally trade him out. That's going to allow Furia to rotate into position. Serato also has a nade. It shouldn't be able to get a kill outright onto any of these players. It could be nice to do some damage. Hasn't quite come through, but the rotate is arriving.
DGT is coming with a pick on Safe, and now a 3 versus 3 established. 9Z will lock in the plant. Even if they lose this pistol, they will still have the option for a solid force buy into the next. So they've done well to get into this B side, but they've got their sights set on picking up this first round. They're in a decent position to do so. Furia have to try and cut through Max first. DGT is going to hold them off. DGT showing up in style in the pistol.
JW one time might have had a revolver.
Oh yeah, probably him. Yeah, that would be the one player that would have it, right?
Well, he's not got a skin for it, so that's a little disappointing. DGT, nice adjustment. Really crispy to kick things off, and that's maybe something we can expect from 9Z. They've warmed up early. They've got their hours in to make sure they are as prepared as possible. This is a big opportunity for them to show us what they're made of.
I just want to see Art get something done with this revolver, if I'm honest. Let's see what you've got, Art. DGT takes out Serato. Art just cowering away. The clickety-clack of the revolver, searching for its pick, but nothing being found. Is he actually going to save the revolver? Art's just trying to pull them into the fight.
Oh, the right clicks. Oh, the right clicks.
Yeah, found the hammer. Unfortunately, it is gone, and Art along with it put away. And 9Z now on the hunt. Keeping it clean in these first 2 rounds. Not too bad at all. Playing with fire and fury. Now, it was a solid start to the game. Furia have got into the rhythm once the guns have come out. It's a little better. This is more ground being taken for 9Z. They've actually forced their way through, but Yuri is just handling them so well. It's great to hear Yanko's praise about the 2 riflers in this team with Serato and Yuri. They absolutely are world class. You call them to the fangs of Furia. They are a duo that should be feared. Consistency of holding sights on the CT side just can be real messy. Here they come. 9Z through Monster. They need to make it work. Serato's done well with 1, but Yuri needs to step up. It's just a single kill for either of those players. And Drop now has to rely on the help of Art, because Drop's the walking wounded on 12 HP. Paranoid about the flying from heaven. Paranoid about the control, and that's going to cost him because he got blindsided for short, and Art needs to unleash, and he will. A double thumb from Art. Make it 3. He will close out.
To be swung on open. This B-site hold is pretty passive from 9Z. You can see they've got David on this angle. It should be pretty easy to bypass this and get this bomb down on the site. There is David trying to fight. Unable to get a kill himself. That bomb should be delivered to the site shortly.
Oh, they slink their way on through. They lock in the old plant. And Yuri to be boosted up in towards heaven. Strong position to maintain here for Yuri. NQZ gonna start moving forward, and Yuri to hold down this fort. Goes around the corner and wins the fight for Furia. Essential that he gets that pick, because now he has a power position into the post plant. Even though they have lost the player towards CT, at least they still have heaven, but they are starting to lose significant forces all across the board here. Furia defuse being stuck. He's got a defuse kit as well. He's just gonna hold it and stick it all the way through. The pistol goes the way of 9Z.
But his teammates with the bomb are over towards A long. So we'll see if Art can sell this fake. He's only able to go 1 for 1. That's not going to draw a rotation yet. That means Max is going to stick on this angle with the AUG.
Yuri getting tagged up, softened up. Drop is going to do well in taking down Max. Although the kills keep coming for Furia. 9Z losing players very quickly. They need this rotation to be swift to try and plug the hole that has been left inside of this A site. DGT's got here, but he's blinded. And Yuri will take him out because of that. David now left alone. One kill through the wall bang. A lot more needed where that came from for David. There's a flank coming through that B side as well of Kesserado. There's a timer on David's play now as he moves forward. Actually catches drop. That smoke now covers him off on the flanks. It buys him a few extra seconds. But he needs to work the pick out towards long. Smokes off the default. Draws the fight from long. And unfortunately, the first bullet was in.
To lose the next gun round, 11-8 down, then you'd be in a really problematic position. Oh, upside. Yeah, I'm not going to peek that again. Let my teammates do the heavy lifting, which they will.
The Furia is starting
Try and defend the site, but he might sneak up on him still.
Oh, NQZ holding from the back of the dice. It is Art who moves forward to catch NQZ out. Eliminates him and gives Furia the essential advantage. And now they commit to the site. They have full control of the site already, so they can put the bomb down. It has to be a 4v5 retake here for 9Z. They have got a quick enough flank through one, but none of these flanks have been too effective, and Art just threw the smoke, but 3 kills for 9Z back. It's Max and David tripling up between each other, and it puts Furia now in the back seat on the afterburners. They've got to win this one out in the 2 versus 3. And the bathroom's flank might just be potent this time around. DGT looking to activate into the back of Safe. He's just seen a pixel of him. But in the meantime, Kesserado is playing more proactive. He's caught out one. But Safe gets into the midst. He's pulled out his knife. The defuse starting to come through. The knife in the smoke. David down. Finally, DGT will find him, but not enough time to win the round. Safe has done it with the daggers. And that will end up being a drop. Move their way through connector, but it's Art who goes down towards long first. He's out of there to NQZ. Max rattling the bullets in towards connector into the chest and head of drop and Yuri. Now just 2 left for Furia, and they should be going down pretty soon after. We'll be looking at 13 rounds for 9Z, 2 away from overtime. AGT gets caught by Safe, so one of the rifles will go down. That's the EGT on 30 kills, won't extend in this round. NQZ has to now deal with the fact that Kesserado has taken out David, and suddenly there's 2 rifles available here for Furia. And maybe even a shot at winning this round. Oh, that kill from Kesserado. A little jump up to spot out NQZ, unaware of the long play. And Kesserado is able to take the headshot, and suddenly Furia turning this into a round that's very, very winnable. 9Z need to desperately hold on if they want to stay afloat here. And once again, it is down to the 1 versus 1. Kesserado doing so much work. 3 kills, and finally Rox will peek out. They're now 4 kills away from overtime. 4 kills for completing the comeback. Oh, Art unable to draw it back. David follows up. It's all crumbling here for Furia. And for 9Z, might just be a small celebration. And it's overtime. And it's just moments away from being locked in. It is just drop left. What a comeback. The tenacity of 9Z to stay in this one. The start of the second half became one-sided. Furia were just absolutely bouldering their way through to victory. But 9Z have put a stop to it. What an effort. The way out monster. There's still a very difficult setup to deal with here on the CT side, but NQZ has found the kill that draws it back to even odds. Max to extend with another one, but Kesserado, the turret from inside of the site, just dishing out death left and right. Finally dealt with. And David will take him out, throw the smoke down into the middle of the site. But the wall blank from Art has come through, and it's connected onto DGT, putting David alone into the 1 versus 2, and they know he can't have gone far. The sound you made as well.
It's clear, and there's still reinforcements on this A site. This looks good for Furia.
Yuri goes forward. It's a pick on towards Max. Drop able to follow up. And he's looking for a bit more. He's under so much pressure and will get cleared out. So suddenly, once again, it's 9Z with a chance to close it. But Kesserado drops the bomb. It's now DGT. What an absolute beast he has been. And he looks to close it, but gets flanked.
This one back.
Furia's CT sides have been a little stale in their setups. It's commonly playing the same positions. See, 9Z had the right idea of how to deal with exactly the position of Kerserado in the previous round. They've had the same setup towards A quite often as well. 9Z is starting to figure it out. Art with one gets traded out.
And Safe recommits into long, despite there being no one to help him on this A side of the map. He's going to hear the nades now. He's going to start to turn around, but it's so hard to get more than one. Maybe he can. They're not together. They can't trade.
Nice shot from Safe. He's under a lot of pressure now. They're chasing after him towards long, and Safe, good luck doing anything with an AWP like that. Yet instead, they're sending Safe first, but I just don't see how Safe wins the duel. And luckily, he doesn't go that wide. Drop will eventually peak, and now they see him, and they draw Max into the fight. Drop beats him out in the fight, and now NQZ is fully committed into the bathroom, but the flank is coming around the backside. Rox has him looking the wrong way, and he's knocking them down. Rox with an incredible kill on Safe, and now a 4 versus 2. Furia, have they finally had enough? Have 9Z finally put them away? It looks like it. 15 seconds left. Furia has tried his best, but it hasn't been enough. A tap to the head of Rox, but 8 seconds. Not even enough time to get the bomb down. What a performance from 9Z. What a comeback in regulation. They had every chance. A flawless overtime in the over. And now DGT is going to be under the pressure of the long swing out, the jump around the corner. And, well, it's just so clean from David and DGT together. They stop Furia from making any ground towards long. And Safe is left in the 1 versus 3.
Damn, it was only 1 for the Doolies there. And now Safe, well, he somehow turns that round, but he's on a single point of health. Just over a minute left to play with, so he'll try and see if he can maybe get into a position where he can flank some of these players or just catch them out. USP will be nice too, because he's going to need one-shot headshots to have a chance here. But it's still a very slim chance.
Safe going back in towards arches. They're not looking the right way, so they have the element of surprise, but look how damn quick Dave. Not a lot of time left, but Furia about to walk into the grinder. Should be a lot of money being made here. Furia would love a bomb plant, and actually, given the fact that they forced the ammunition out of all the MP9s and they've actually got a kill, they've found themselves a little bit of space to actually get the bomb down. So that's not too bad for Furia. And they'll be pretty happy about getting that locked in. NQZ cleaning up the rest. Oh, good fight. Yuri and DGT going back and forth. Max able to follow up. Second kill in for 9Z, and they'll maintain the player to the good. We'll see what the adjustment is here for Furia. Perhaps turning their attentions towards this B site, where Max will be put under a bit of pressure. And the rotation will be slow from 9Z back here, but Max has caught the solo player forward. Safe committed in quite far away from the pack. And him going down allows for the rotation to start coming through preemptively from 9Z. Look how quick this is. Straight down middle, up banana. And Art hears it. He knows his best chance is to tuck away at sandbags. They considered it, but they lazy peek it. And now Art has him looking the wrong way. Needed the double. And unfortunately, flip a pencil that easy, but that's impressive if he did that. David holding down in towards the bottom of patio. It's going to be 1 kill on towards Art. DGT from default. Just every kill going the way of 9Z right now. This is Furia getting absolutely destroyed by 9Z's defense. Yeah, Serrano left in the 1v4 and just gets absolutely destroyed. 13 and 5 as well.
Played so far. Yeah, it's having a good game.
Well, Max has turned to hold. Does a lot of damage under the second player, but just able to get 1. But that damage might just be effective here for Rox, who has to play with a weaker gun. He's got an MP9. Realizing closing down the space is necessary for him to be able to rattle shots away. And even then, getting the first orange just isn't enough. But look at that from NQZ. A perfect camera angle to watch him just dip out of the smoke and back into the cover and steal away a kill. Damage being done here. They're so low. The 2 remaining Furia players are barely walking. Drop has to go to the AWP instead. He's an 18 HP. He's found 1. 2 left to deal with. 25 seconds left for Drop. Does he make the call to run back to the A site? He does. He's committing to this with 20 seconds left. No one's racing him. No one's trying to get back to A to beat him out. So Drop should be able to plant without issue. It's now getting off the site is the problem, because look who's arrived now. They've realized, oh, they've drawn the time. He has to start planning now. 4 seconds. He's looking for fights, and Drop has. This really could get 9Z into a powerful position in the series. Rox going through the bottom, banana smoke, shredding Art, no problem. Desperado. Oh, going to be burned and forced forward. David is given an extra millisecond to ready himself and turns around. Yuri, unfortunately for Furia, unable to capitalize on his chance. And so the kills just keep coming through for 9Z. Finally, at least one of them will go Furia's way, but can you really make something happen of that? The answer is just going to be no. So they're going to run away. They're going to concede this one again. 11 rounds for 9Z. And it's very likely 9Z take another going into the next one. So we're looking at 12 rounds. Most likely on the board of 9Z at this point. 4 away from victory. If they convert the round.
Easy.
Let's have a little run through everything we've kind of had to kick off here at the Roobet Cup. Maoists have actually defeated Imperial already. So there goes my prediction for the day.
He tried to get cheeky.
I did try to get a little bit cheeky. Might be a bad day for the Brazilians. It was a 16-11 win for Mao's on Nuke and a 16-7 win on Inferno over Imperial. A rough day at the office for those guys. And we had Ents beat Internal Fire 2-1 earlier today too. And Forest to take down Outsiders 2-1. And we finished off the Astralis Movistar Riders game with Astralis taking a 2-0 victory over them. So things shaping out probably as expected for the most part. And Art, of course, gets the Zeus kill. Could be a bloodbath for 9Z. They've got to start breaking through quickly. 1-for-1 onto Yuri. Casterada does a great job of taking one from inside of the site and then drops back deeper into the site. But Max elsewhere comes around long and puts pressure on Casterada, who now needs to focus on two sides. And they break him down. They find their way in. And now it's Art left into the 1 versus 2. The in-game leader of Furia having to try and keep them alive here in the series.
Has the kit, but he has to wrap around to short, and there's an awper.
Oh, it could be NQZ. It could be him to close it for the debut in 9Z. Unable to take it on the first attempt, but this time it will be closed. Max will take them down. Furia will fall to 9Z in their opening. What an impressive performance from the young man of NQZ as well. His debut performance with 9Z.